fuck with her. She a liar.
She was saying how Kim was telling her shit about me, saying basically Kiera was telling our Kim that I don't do nothing for Peyton and shit like that. I was just like, what?
Now you believe Jack?
I was like, I know Kiera ain't say that shit.
No, do you believe Kim would say something like that?
No, but I do believe Kiera told her that though.
I don't. Okay, then, David.
Saying like
I'm gonna let you live in your ignorance.
Like I be saying
next time I see Miss Mine, I'm gonna tell her you better keep my fucking
my
wife's name on your fucking mouth.
Don't say shit.
One thing you ain't gonna allow my wife and not expect.
Oh shit, we on live right now. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, don't.
Ready?
Yeah. Don't tell her.
If I hit live, can you see?
Yeah, you good.
You right here?
Yeah, you good right there.
All right. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't tell her I said that. No, don't tell her I told you that shit.
Hey, we are back. I know it may or may not be an echo because we have two different devices going at once. So I apologize to anyone who may or may not hear an echo. But unfortunately, we have to operate like this during these crazy times because last time we were here and we were trying to open up and have an honest conversation, we got reported, David. And I must apologize to all our fans out there, to all the nieces and nephews who listen to us for advice, who come to us. Your uncle was born 1978. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I forget that y'all were born during a time where society wants you to be soft, offended, and hurt all the time. Mm-hmm. I grew up during a time when we had to be stern. So I apologize if my words offend you. Now, if I'm you, I will come to me and rebut what I was saying. But no, this is the generation that runs to the social media police. Yep. This is the generation they call 5-0 on you. My generation, we went from, I ain't see nothing. So, David, what do you got to say about your generation? Because this is all you, brother. Defend your crew, baby. Defend your crew, baby.
You tell me to defend my crew all the time. I don't even claim these people as my crew because I don't complain. I don't complain. I don't get offended. You know, I learned to not. People gonna think what they want to think regardless. They gonna have their own opinion or whatever we say. It is what it is. I don't owe y'all an explanation of why I think the way I think. I open up about why I think the way I think because I choose to. I don't owe y'all an explanation of nothing. You either take it or leave it. That's how I was brought up. So if y'all want to get offended off of stuff I say, or if I struck a nerve because y'all do the things that I talk about, that's on y'all. Y'all don't like it? Change it. Or don't change it. You're grown.
So in the young kids' term, if you're a goofy and you want to display that you're a goofy, that's on you.
If the shoe fits, wear it. Yeah. It goes back to what I've always been taught. The shoe fit, wear it. If it don't fit you, then don't wear it. Yep, there you go.
And stop being a goofy.
Don't bother. Yeah. And if you are goofy, then fix it. And you know you're a goofy, then fix it. Or not. That's 100% your call. That's none of my business. However, if I call you out on it, then I call you out on it. It's my opinion. It's my First Amendment right. I got freedom of speech, freedom of the press. I can say and do whatever I want, and ain't nothing, and you can't really say nothing about it.
All right, well, let's see how long this one lasts, but we had the backup podcast going just in case. So, hey, y'all get your feelings hurt. We have a backup. So, just chill out. We're going to try to keep everything calm. We're going to keep our language monotone. We're not going to offend you, but we are going to keep it real. So, we just ask the goofies of the world, hey, man, don't report me. Rebut what I'm saying and call me to task if I'm being a blatant piece of ish. But if I'm not being a piece of ish, let me talk my talk.
Let me voice my opinion. You don't like it, then get off the live. It's as simple as that.
There's an exit button. There's a delete button. There's a block button if you don't want to see me. You don't want to be bothered with me. There's a lot of different options out there. But one of the options shouldn't be, I'm going to run to the social media popos and report you.
People don't want to hear the truth no more.
They don't want it. It's what it is. They want everything. They want that spoonful of sugar fed to them, so therefore they can feel better about their lives. Now, David, we was having a conversation. I was listening to the Breakfast Club on the ride here, and they brought up a point that
Hold on, saying ain't nobody saying shit while you defending yourself.
Hey, shout out to whoever that was right there. But sometimes last week, mysteriously, we were in a great live and it ended, and then we had to put in the proper paperwork, and then they said, hey, you didn't do anything, so you can have your live back. This is the type of stuff you have to deal with when you're actually speaking honest and open about the truth. So right now we good. But we'll see how it goes. You know, we just got here. Let's let it build and see what happens as the live goes along.
Oh, hold on. Before we get into all that, I just gotta say one thing, and I'm not gonna be disrespectful because, quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing that I'm disrespectful. I disrespect a certain somebody who I do care about, and I want to see happy. But apparently, allegedly, I talk bad about her and her situation. So let me clear that right now, because quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing about it. Mrs. Minder, I'm not gonna say her first name because it's none of y'all business. Mrs. Minder, I do not talk bad about you. Aunt can sit here and vouch for me. I don't do that. Now, if I say something that's offensive or offends you or makes you feel some kind of way, it's content. It's entertainment, okay? I'm not trying to bash you for your decisions. I'm not trying to talk bad about you. I'm not trying to bash who you're with, who you chose to say I do to. But what I've said is actual facts. Military marriages do not last. Some of them do, and the ones that do, from what I understand and from what I've been told from people who are in the military and who are married in the military, they're not happy. They're only with each other for the benefits and the money. I don't know if that's your situation. I don't know. I don't. Okay? I don't know. Now, if I've said something that offended you or made you feel some kind of way because for some reason people are twisting my words and it's getting back to you that I'm just an asshole and I'm just bashing you.
You can't use that.
Okay, that I'm evil and I bash you. That's not true. This man to my left can tell you I don't do that. I speak highly of you. I'm the man I am right now because of you.
Man, let me interrupt. When people ask me, because I heard those same things, and I said every time we've been on this podcast, he has spoken very highly of her. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know what you're doing outside of this podcast. I don't know what you're doing outside of my site. But if you're conducting yourself the way I see you currently, then you always speak highly of that person. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody go through their own BS. You got some personal stuff that you got to handle when you're in. They got some personal stuff they have to handle on their end. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I just wish one day when this all blows over, y'all going to look back on all that stuff now when y'all get to my age, and y'all going to realize it was all a big misunderstanding, and it probably could have been worked out. But
if you will come to me and actually listen to me instead of listening to people that you've had problems with in the past, but eventually made up with, which I have no problem with. But at the end of the day, don't just automatically assume because of what you hear. Mind you, I don't know what people are telling you about the person you're with or whatever. I don't know, and I don't care.
Perfect example. You just now gave me some shocking information.
Yes.
Which is very untrue.
Yes.
And now I have to, unfortunately, deliver that shocking information to my other half because I'm a husband.
Yes.
I'm a husband first.
Yes.
And it may or may not cause some issues in our friendship circle, but at the end of the day, as a husband, and so I only have one job. You're not going to lie on my wife's name. Mm-hmm. And that was a blatant lie on my wife's name. My wife doesn't discuss rumors. If she has something to tell you, best believe she has known you for a long time. She met you at the front door of the Horizon or MCI Center when you were talking your ish and said, young man, I suggest you control your mouth because of this, that, and the third. She ain't tell nobody else to tell you. She ain't go to a third party. She ain't go to Pookie and Ray Ray. She came to you. So I'm going to have to do what I got to do with this shocking information. And if I'm that person who delivered that shocking information, hey, you got to deal with those consequences of your actions.
And again, if I offended anybody, I apologize, okay? Including Mrs. Mender. Not gonna say her. I'm not gonna say her first name because it's none of your damn business. However, if I said anything that you may have taken the wrong way, or that people have twisted my words, because I promise you that's what happened. I don't do that. I've said that to your face. I've said that on the phone. I don't do that.
I think, being honest,
I don't do that.
One day maybe you and her can find a safe space. I don't know if it's a personal counselor. I don't know if it's a priest, a minister. Y'all need to find a safe space to have an open and honest conversation about what y'all want to do, how y'all going to do it, and how y'all going to make y'all child a productive human being. And once y'all can have that conversation, then it's perfectly squashed. That's the conversation that needs to be had. And I hope it can be had without all the extra stuff. But at this point, it is what it is. The situation out there. But like you said, you ain't never said nothing crazy on this podcast. Everything's been recorded and uploaded. And even if it's only been 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, everything is uploaded to the public for the public to see. Mm-hmm. So therefore, that's why we keep everything neutral. Like, you deliver some shocking information to me. I'm not going to say the person's name, but that's definitely some shocking information.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to lie, when I heard that last night, I could not sleep. I didn't go to sleep till 5 o'clock this morning because I was genuinely hurt.
That person definitely need to go get some healing. And that person definitely need to learn, in my Will Smith voice, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
That ain't exactly what he said, but we ain't trying to get kicked off again because we done struck somebody's nerve. But
my Will Smith voice, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Now, if you really want to get into it, it's people around me that know the situation that talk bad about you, and I don't indulge in it. I say that's interesting. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. Like, I understand y'all mad or whatever because y'all care, but at the same time,
if I'm in that situation, I would just say that's interesting and walk away.
Yeah.
And or I would say you need to talk to that person directly and walk away, but I'm not gonna get in y'all mess.
Yeah, I mean
that way, that's just like right now, just messy. It's like this person said this person said this, but how about we all get in a room and we talk in this room? And then now we know what everybody said, one-on-one, face-to-face. Not somebody said this to me. I don't go by that stuff.
I simply say this, and I'll admit what I say. I say, well, if there is problems going on with her and the guy's name, none of y'all business. Again, and Mr. Mender, again, none of y'all business. That's not my business. Then they should have got married in the first place. If that's true, what's really going on, that's not my business. They shouldn't have did what they shouldn't have got married. That's all I'm saying. That's all I've said. Nobody told her to marry him. Nobody told him to do that. That's all I said. That's not offensive. That's facts.
With marriage, because I'm in the game. Mm-hmm. Before I took that walk and made that promise before God and my family, most people would suggest you go to counseling and really dig into the dirt and the issues that you may or may not have before you make that commitment. Yep. And see whether or not you can be a family first. And then after you see that, then you make that commitment. And some people spend a year, 2 years, or less in some cases to really figure out whether or not you really want to marry that person. Mm-hmm. And I have a friend, my guy, shout out to him. He about to get married. And it's going on a year. I don't know if that's long enough or not, but that's the decision he want to make, and I'm going to support it.
I thought they did it already.
I don't think so.
No?
Not for my soul. My soul, he said, you about to make that commitment.
Okay.
That's my guy. Make that commitment.
More like can attract you. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, so but at the end of the day, man, I just hope that you and your people can have an open conversation. That's the only thing. When they come to me, I was like, they just need to have a conversation. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like, being honest, they both move too fast. Everything's too fast.
Again, I don't get into that. I agree, but again, I don't get into that.
Even that situation, I was like, man, did you really take time before, before you make these decisions, you got to make sure you know that this is the decision that's going to guide your life in the right direction. And David, it's some mistakes that you make too.
Absolutely. And I never denied that.
I pray that one day you realize you're going to look back on all this shit and you're going to be like, man, I made a lot of bad decisions.
Yes, absolutely.
But I'm glad that God saved me from these bad decisions.
Yes.
Sorry, if you out there, you don't believe in God, it's your business. Go on. But at the end of the day, I'm glad God saved me from these decisions, and I hope I can correct myself as a man.
Yes.
Now we're gonna move away from that because that's just too deep.
I just had to get that out.
You hit me with a shocking joint right there. We wasn't even that wasn't even supposed to come up, but hey, you had on your heart, you delivered your heart. Now we're gonna get into these hot topics because that's what we do here. So hey, for all those we unpacked our mental health right there, baby. This how you stay on this earth. You gotta sometimes let that stuff out. I did not know it was coming, but I'm glad it was delivered.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm sorry. Okay, and I hope you can forgive me, but I promise you I don't do that.
You want to sing a song to me?
No.
Baby,
no.
I'm sorry.
No.
Come on, David.
I don't think Mr. Mender would appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't know. I ain't doing all that now. This ain't karaoke now. Shout out to Uncle Jeff. That's his business.
All right, man. Let's get to these hot issues. First, like I was saying, I was listening to the Breakfast Club today, and they was playing a tape of Uncle Shay Shay.
Yeah. Not breathtaking. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my god brother, man. You stupid, man.
Who's that?
That's Brandon.
Oh, okay, Brandon. We see you.
It's definitely not breathtaking. It's not breathtaking.
So I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and Uncle Shay Shay on his podcast said, "Congratulations to Jess for getting the job." Mm-hmm. And then he was saying, and then Ocho was saying that she's a funny, beautiful woman. And then Shay Shay said that body not funny. She got that body, all that crazy stuff. So my question is, when you compliment a woman, is there such thing as going too far? Because I agree, sometimes you can't go too far, or maybe it's not too far. It depends on who delivered the message. But if you compliment a woman, I hope there's some women on the line right now who can add into these comments, because we want to know, when you compliment a woman, is it too far? Can you go too far when you compliment a woman?
Yes.
Okay, explain.
Yes, you can go too far.
Okay.
For example, just making sexual comments just off the rip after just meeting the person, that can be a turnoff.
That could be a turnoff.
For me, I welcome it because I'm a guy. I mean,
you
know what I'm saying? We're men, right?
Men.
That's what we do. But we can take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an ego booster, right? But for a woman, I understand why it can be a turnoff. Like, damn, I just met you. You could be a serial killer. You could be a rapist. You could be a serial, whatever the proper term is, right?
Yeah, just leave it at, you could be some random.
Right. You can be crazy, right?
Yeah, random.
Oh my God. Whatever. You can be random. Whatever. Right.
You go. Keep it neutral.
You could be that, right? And and some women aren't looking for sexual relations off the bat, because a lot of women are like our age, like once they get in their 30s or whatever. Now, this is actual fact. Women, when they hit their 30s, women reach their sexual peak, right? Mm-hmm. Men, our sexual peak kind of declines around this time, right? So allegedly, right? Allegedly. So women are looking for a more mental, emotional, intellectual connection more than a sexual connection. That actually enhances their sexual connection. Like, the closer they feel to you and, mentally and all that other stuff, their sexual tension builds, right? So when a man brings up, like, inappropriate comments, like off the rip, I understand why that turns a woman off, and I understand why that's not cool to them. However, and it's a very big if they're attracted to you, right, they may be open to it. It depends. I'm
about to make that was going to be my counterpoint, because I'm going to be open and honest. I've run, like, I used to be an admin for some wild, open and minded groups. Mm-hmm. And I've seen this play out both ways. I've seen non-attractive men make comments, and then the first thing that would come about from those comments is that woman who made that picture, and I mean an open-minded picture, she would come to me as the admin and be like, hey, such and such, remove this person from the group because he's a weirdo. Mm-hmm. And then I will look at the comment, and I'm like, how's this being extra when I said worse.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I have the clout or I have the good looks or I have the body or I have something you're attracted to, when I deliver the message, it's not offensive. Mm-hmm. But if someone else delivered that message that you're not attracted to, it becomes offensive. And that was my concern. Yeah, he did go too far. He went too far. But if that was some young buff dude saying that, do you think she would be equally as offended?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Because now women who are, like I said, women who have reached their sexual peak and want it all the time and are very straightforward about what they want, yes, they probably would be open to it if they're attracted to them. However, there are some women who look for more mental and emotional connections first. They want to get to know you first. They want to talk to you. They want to see where your mind is, what your views are, and all this other stuff to see if y'all are compatible. But if a woman, there are some women, very little amount of women that actually just say, look, I don't want to talk. What we doing? We doing this or not?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends. But let me play devil's advocate. Don't post naked pictures.
Davey, you gotta open-minded pictures.
Okay.
Pictures.
Okay. Don't put explicit pictures online.
There you go. That's the proper term.
And then get offended when somebody comments on it.
That's the proper term. Good job.
Because you're advertising your body. You're advertising your sexual desires, your needs, whatever. So when someone actually acts on that, don't get mad because you open yourself up to that. You can, like, it makes you look like a hypocrite almost, right? Now I get it. Guys are dogs. We say the most dumb stuff. We say stuff at the wrong time. I would know because I do that a lot myself, not on purpose, but I do it myself. However, you open yourself up to those kind of weirdos when you post pics like that. That's all I'm saying.
I would 100% agree with every statement you made because, like I said, I've seen this play out in the real world. Not online, not from a third party. I've been in some crazy open-minded groups in my past as an admin, and I've seen the pictures as posted, and then someone who's not as attractive or don't have that clout or don't have something that they can benefit from, it's all of a sudden it became offensive. But when you have clout or you have something that they can benefit from, it's not as offensive. Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of online or talking to women online, how far should you go when you approach somebody in their DMs?
How far should you go?
How far should you go? What's the difference between friendly DM and you just being extra? How far should you go in the DMs?
So the best way I could put it is like this, right? When you inbox somebody saying, hey, how you doing? Or you look nice or whatever, right? If she just leaves you on red, don't do it again. Don't double text her because she read it. So she already knows in her mind if she wants to mess with you or not.
What if she responds with some, and it's a little seasoning on the response?
Be a little. Oh, now there's a little seasoning on it. Okay, she's probably letting you know, hey, what we doing?
Oh,
hey. That could be it. I don't know. Maybe she's just being friendly. Maybe she's being nice. Maybe she's being a flirt because women just flirt just for the hell of it.
I believe so.
But I think that's dumb. I just think you're wasting the dude's time at that point. If you just flirt, that's kind of a waste of time. You're wasting your time and your energy. That's stupid.
Now, one thing I realized about all these conversations, because I'm not too far from Shannon age, at what point do you become the old dude in the club and just need to go take his ass home?
I think Shannon at that age now.
Damn, because I'm just like, I still think we, as for older men, we still fly. We still looking good. We keeping our bodies in shape. We may be a little older, I guess, physically, but we still holding up in good condition. So is it time, because I'm 45, is it time for me to take my old ass home? Can I at least go past the club, or is it time for me to just, I can't go outside no more. I'm in the house.
If you just going to the bar, cool. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it depends. Like, me personally.
So the outside days are over. If you're old.
I've seen men older than my dad in like hookah lounges, like just sitting at the bar, just chilling, smoking hookah or just flirting with the bartender. It all depends, right? Like,
by the way, please add in the comments, when is it time not to be outside? Because I'm 45 and I'm feeling like, I'm just like, what if I was still single out here on these streets?
I hate being outside, and I'm 30.
At what point is it time to say, I'm out of style, and the game is over? Because I even hear like the little complaints about like the women in my gym talking about some of the older dudes. Because it's all young, beautiful women in there. And these older men probably single, looking for a little girlfriend, and they out the game. They expired. So when there's a time, but you got to know this game is over. It's over for me. Or you got to start. The young girl, if you're in your 60s, your new young girl is 35. Your new young girl is 40. But you can't go down there in those 20s no more.
Let's put it like this.
Yeah, be cautious what you say. You got 20 more years to catch up, baby. So be cautious.
I'm at the age now where I can easily go to a hookah lounge, sit at the bar, smoke my hookah by myself, watch football, listen to music, what have you, have a few conversations, and go home. I don't need to take a girl home with me every time I go to the club. I'm at that age now where I did that when I was 20, like my early 20s, 21, all the way up to 25. But at the same time, I was like that, but now I'm just at the age now where I'm just like, bro. Okay. I got my hookah. I'm buzzed. All right, cool. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I meet a little bad chick and I vibe with her and the vibe is there and the chemistry is there, and I'm like, hey, let's take this back to my crib or your crib, whatever, then so be it. But am I pressed for it? No. Okay. And if you feel that way, then you don't need to be outside.
Okay. Because I know, like me personally, hey, I'm old. Let's make them feel good. Let me know I'm still fly on these streets. I'm gonna go home and tell my wifey, you know what I mean? They making me still feel good, and I'm gonna go home and be inside.
Yep, you'll be inside on the couch at 5 p.m.
One thing I'm thankful for, man, I did not marry a jealous woman, because there's been times when we've been out and about, and people look at her, look at me, and at the end of the day, that's refreshing to me, because that means let me know my wife's still fly. She's still getting those heads to turn. Now the concerning thing is, you out with your spouse, ain't nobody turn their heads. You might need to reevaluate your situation.
That depends. Now, hold on. That depends. Just because you don't see them do it, don't mean they ain't doing it.
Yeah, because I'm just
that don't mean they ain't doing it. That just mean, hey, they're like, hey, she with dude or he with shorty. Hey, I'm gonna just fall back.
My business, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna fall back. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you don't see no heads turning. You don't see no eyeballs moving.
Yeah.
It might be time to reconsider
your situation. Funny story, right? Funny story. When me and Mrs. Bender were together, right? I want to say she was maybe 6 months pregnant with our child, right? And now see, here's how dumb I am. I'm oblivious to most of this shit. I mean, most of the stuff. I don't know if a girl checking me out unless I blatantly see it, and 9 times out of 10, I don't always see it, right?
Okay.
We were walking. She came to see me at work to get her steps in. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay fit because she's pregnant, whatever, right? Whatever, right? We're walking, and she's mad at me. I'm like, she didn't want to hold my hand no more, nothing like that. And I'm like, what I do? What I do? I'm working. I'm walking. We chilling. What I do? And she's like, I'm about to go back there and knock one of them little girls. I'm about to go over there and
have a conversation.
Yeah, a very physical conversation. Yeah. And I was like, why? What they do? Yeah, I heard what they were saying about you and how they were looking at you and stuff like that. I was like, you think I care about that?
See, I'm thankful.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm thankful I don't have those type of situations at home. Because like once I said, I've been in me and my other half have been in a restaurant. Mm-hmm. And literally the young lady pulled my sweater, nice sweater.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, my other half could have went,
that's not cool. That's doing too much.
That's still doing too much.
That's doing a little bit too much.
At the end of the day, man, I'm just like, I'm thankful I ain't married a complete person who that's. But at the end of the day, hey, man, we all want to feel like we still appreciated for what we do.
And I understand that, but at the same time, there's a respect factor, right? That's where respect comes into play.
We all want to feel like we appreciate for what we do. And like I said, I know we're aging out the game, and I know some of us are in the house. But at the end of the day, man, I just feel like, man, we're inspired.
Yeah.
You better hold on to that good woman, gentlemen out there, because you may get in my situation when you're 45 years old, and you let that good one go, and now you sitting in the house eating ramen noodles by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Don't be like Nephew, okay? Don't be like Nephew, right?
Solo dolo eating ramen noodles.
Yep.
And this apartment need a woman touch or Consuela. Somebody
everybody that come to my apartment be like, damn, you can tell a single man live
here.
Yeah. So
I was just like, man, I don't know if I was this bad, but hey, man, maybe I was. If I was this bad to my beautiful wife, probably watching somewhere at home. If I was this bad when I was single, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, because Lord Jesus, you should have ran.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Don't be like Nephew, okay? You know,
I don't think it's not bad. I've seen way worse. I've been hood rat apartments way worse than this.
Are you trying to compare my apartment to hood rat's apartment?
You get close, Nephew.
Wow.
It's a newspaper to my left. There's a bottle of water. Look like there's a lipstick ring around that. So that means a young lady had that drink and left the bottle.
Put my business on First Street on that window of my apartment. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Look over here. Look at the red mark right there.
Wait a minute.
Red mark right there. So that means a young lady was drinking that.
That is purified water that I poured into my hookah base with ice cubes in it because it make all my hookah guys. Hey, it makes the smoke thicker. All right, cool. All right, but anyway.
Can't talk about that.
What happened? I'm not doing it online. But anyway,
too risky.
Oh,
we're doing good.
The point I'm making is there's nothing wrong with that water.
I ain't saying nothing wrong with the water. I said it's a red mark.
You are putting my business on First Street,
and the water bottle is sitting right here in the kitchen.
You are putting my business on First Street.
It's not on the table.
Oh my God!
It's not on the microwave. It's not on top of the refrigerator.
It fell.
It's not near the Bible.
It fell.
It's not near none of this stuff up here. So I'm just saying, man.
It fell.
I'm just saying.
It fell.
I'm just being observant. I'm sorry. I'm just being observant.
It fell, and I didn't pick it up because we on live right now.
Okay. That excuse you then. That excuse you. All right. Next topic. Travis Kelce allegedly created a new hairstyle. According to the New York Post, according to the NFL fan base, Travis Kelce is being credited for creating a new hairstyle. The hairstyle is called the high top fade. Now, I don't know how old you kids are, but your uncle been wearing a fade since I was 9 years old. I was born 1978.
I know y'all can't tell because you can barely see hair on his head anymore. But,
But at the end of the day, are you gonna go to your barbershop and get the Travis Kelce?
No,
that's what they calling the fade now.
No, I'm gonna say
they calling the fade the Travis Kelce. So I just need to know: are you gonna go get the Travis Kelce?
I've always had a fade since I first got my first haircut. That's the only kind of haircut I ever get until I shaved my head bald a few weeks ago. But my hair's growing back now. But I don't know why. I mean, I get it. Travis Kelce is, he's dating all these bad chicks. Taylor Swift, who's not all that bad in my opinion. I don't think she's very attractive. But whatever. Okay. You know what? My opinion.
Stick to the haircut.
Anyway, Travis Kelce is allegedly setting all these trends. Oh, come on, man. We've all had fades way before Travis Kelce, man. Like, come on. No. People were rocking fade when Travis Kelce was even born.
I'm disappointed in the New York Post. I'm disappointed in any person who's reposting this stuff. And I'm disappointed in us as a black community, and we letting this type of stuff stand. Because at the end of the day, you can try that in March, you can try that in May, but you're going to do that in Black History Month and credit this man for the fade when the fade been around for forever. That's like saying he created the temper taper.
I didn't.
They're
just trying to.
Worst case scenario, the 360 ways.
They're just trying
next week you're going to see him with some Jordans on and say he the first person to wear some Jordans. Or like his girlfriend was in there doing the swag and surf. They said that she created a new dance.
Oh man!
I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
They were just saying that that she allegedly stole from black culture with her song "Shake It Off." So which one is it? Is she stealing from black culture or is she starting a new trend? Which one, y'all? Okay, I get it. Travis Kelce is the best tight end in football. He is dating probably one of the biggest celebrities in the game right now. However,
he did not create the fade.
He was not this big celebrity until he started dating Taylor Swift, and y'all just trying to grow his celebrity now that he's dating a high top, what do you call it? A high and mighty pop star. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. But let's stop this.
Yeah. Stop the cap.
Let's stop this.
Stop the cap. In my Quavo voice, stop the cap.
Y'all didn't care about what Travis Kelce was doing off the field until he started dating what's her name. Yeah. So come on, y'all.
Y'all disrespectful for that he created a phase. Like, y'all disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful to the culture. Y'all disrespectful to the ancestors. And y'all disrespectful to every little black little boy who went to the barbershop for the first time, and that was his first haircut. And if I catch any of my homies saying they wearing a Travis Kelce on their head, it's gonna be some problems.
It's gonna be a physical conversation.
It's gonna be some problems.
Now you know what? I had this Chiefs winning. Now I hope they lose.
Hey, man.
Now I hope they lose. Now I hope Brock Purdy gets a Super Bowl. Now I hope they win.
Yeah, I know I don't care about professional sports. I
hope they lose. I hope the Chiefs lose.
Like, matter of fact, somebody pointed out on TikTok, I didn't know this happened to some young man named, I think his name was Ward. He was like a Heisman Trophy winner in football, and he ended up had to go to the New York Knicks because at the time they weren't drafting black quarterbacks. And this was in 1991. But he ended up having a good career in basketball. He ended up having a standout career in basketball. But I was like, when I point this stuff out, when people ask me why don't I watch football, I'm like, because of these issues. They're like, how's that issues? I'm like, this man had to go to another sport because they weren't drafting black quarterbacks. Now, luckily for him, he was good enough to do so and have an outstanding career. But at the end of the day, this is the BS I'm pointing out. And y'all choose not to see until y'all stop giving the NFL your eyeballs and your money. This will not stop. I got off my soapbox now. Oh, after NFL, y'all racist. I said it.
well, we're gonna get canceled in 3.
We're still going, baby. We're still going. And then we've been talking long enough, but we still got good content. And we got 2 different joints going. So, hey, they can do what they want at this point. We got over here. Nobody really watching over here. But over here, they rock with us. This is why I prefer to do it here, because they rock with us here and then transfer it over here, and then whoever watch it. But, hey, we got to do what we got to do, because at this point, y'all a little touchy right now. So I gotta make sure we have our safe guide and bring the tablet and go somewhere else and make sure the content get out there. But yeah, man, Travis Kelce, you did not create the fade. You need to do a public apology within 24 hours. And I need you to sit down with Dr. Umar and have a personal conversation with Dr. Umar for all this stuff you're doing, sir.
You're going to get Dr. Umar canceled next.
Like, you know how Kyrie had to go sit down with the people for what he did? We need Travis Kelce to go sit down with Dr. Umar.
Yeah, that's not.
And Louis Farrakhan. You got to sit down with Louis Farrakhan and Dr. Umar and have a conversation at this point. If you're going to let this rock and talk about you created the fade,
that's not going to happen.
That ain't going to happen?
He may look a little stylish with that high top fade or whatever you want.
Everybody look good with a dang old fade.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. No.
You seeing a bad fade?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a bad ball.
On a man and a woman, not gonna lie. On a man and a woman, not even gonna lie.
Oh man, no.
I was like, don't ever do this again. Go get your money back.
Go grow your hair back out, bro.
Go put a do rag on. We don't want to see that.
Yeah,
so, like, I've seen it. Now I'm not judging. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I've seen it, and no, it don't look good on everybody.
Hey, I know. I keep a baldy almost, Sam. I'm old at this point. Ain't no more fades. Ain't no more dreads. Yeah. Ain't no more cornrows in my near future. Yeah. And I'm trying to hang on to the little bit I got. I'm trying to hang on to the little bit I got at this point. But it definitely won't be no fades going on because I cut my own hair. I give myself a number 1.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to go bald, y'all want to go to the bottom of the brim and get a baldy, y'all can call that joint the Oak from now on.
Hey, call it whatever you want, man. At this point, I just want people to stop saying Travis Kelce been in the high top fade, because at this point, y'all just hyping him up.
All right, David. Before, I guess, in closing, we did want to talk about something else, but I'm gonna bring this up real quick, and hopefully, they let me finish my statement. They don't cut me off. Is America getting to the point where we're soft?
Yes.
And what I mean by that is I see the new product they brought, the little VR headset that they're bringing out, and people are already wearing it, driving around. They're already putting it on, walking around, and it brought me back. And somebody actually posted the picture of Ready Player One, and I was just like, we look at these images like they're false, but they're slowly becoming reality. And I'm just like, is it really dangerous to be disconnected?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you feel that way? Because you're younger than me. So this is very surprising that you're saying yes, and it's dangerous to be disconnected when you're literally 15 years younger than me. You actually grew up with all this technology. I can say, during my time, we had outside until my 20s. And 21, I think the first phone really came out there where it was accessible to the public. But you're younger than me. You always had cell phones. You always had technology. So why do you feel like the world's coming slowly disconnected?
Because no one wants to go outside anymore. People want to stay inside, play on their phones, play on their Xbox.
Bro, I saw the headset. You don't even need to. You just put the headset on. You just point with your fingers.
Even kids. My daughter's 2.
I know how to work that tablet like a pro.
She can work a tablet and a cell phone.
So I'm just like, is this the point where we're slowly getting to the Jetsons? And I know y'all too young to know what the Jetsons are, but as we're getting to that point where we're just so far gone from actually connecting with each other that we forgot how to be human beings.
Well, people still connect. They just do it on dating apps. They do it on Facebook. They do it on Instagram. They do it on like every dating site known to man.
Yeah, I told somebody that today. I was like, man, we talk all the time on IG. I'm like, I respect the young lady fitness journey. I was like, we speak all the time on IG. Can we actually speak in the real world? She's like, oh, what do you mean by that? I was like, we go to the same gym. I see you at random times, but I still see you in person. How about we just start off with a real world, hey, how are you doing today? You know what I mean? I'm just like, it's fun to talk to people through these apps, but sometimes it's fun to look somebody in the eyeballs and like, hey, how are you doing?
Well, let's take it to back in the day. Before there were PlayStations and Sega and Xbox and all that good stuff, GameCube and all that good stuff, there was a such thing as an arcade, right? Where kids would get together, hang out, socialize, meet girls, all this other stuff. Now people connect with other gamers online.
That and we had back in the day we had the skating ring, Crystals. Shout out to Crystals.
Cascade.
Back in the day, that was a meet and greet spot. If you were a young man on the go, you had to learn how to roller skate if you wanted to get a date, or you had to learn how to really communicate with people outside of texting and dating apps. And I'm just like, I'm very, very concerned of where we're heading, especially, you know what I mean, in the over cultures, they make the technology, they sell us the technology, and then they tell you to your face, we don't even use this technology. We have our kids limited time, or if they use it, it's for educational purpose. We don't have your kids dancing and doing stupid trends so their brains go to mush.
Yep.
So I'm not a parent. I'm just saying, if I'm a parent or if I'm an active adult out here, be cautious of how you use this technology and be aware of what you're doing with this technology. These are the type of conversations y'all don't get on other people's lives, by the way. And before they cut us off, it's heartbreaking every time I come on a live or every time I come on social media, there's drama. Like my guy Keith Lee, I'm gonna get your opinion on this one. He gave a family a bag of money, and the family did the wrong thing with that bag of money, and it was heartbreaking to see them beefing over $4,000 when you could have just did the right thing with that money, and your business would have been booming. Because from according to him, he said the food good. Normally the food good. Next 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, next month, line wrapped around the corner. So I don't know if you saw the situation. I'm breaking down to you. Keith Lee visited this food truck in Dallas because he's in Dallas right now. They were on live. He saw them on live. They had a girl braiding hair. They had a dude cutting hair. They was partying, had T-shirts made. He saw the live. He popped up. He had his family go get the food. He tried the food. He came back over and said, I love your food. Love what y'all doing out here. Here's $1,000. Give that to the dude who's cutting hair so he can cut hair for as long as that $1,000 lasts. Here's another $1,000. Get that to the girl who's braiding hair. She can braid hair for free as long as that $1,000 lasts. Here's $2,000 to you for making this good food. This your $2,000. Keep this. Here's $800. Feed people until this $800 runs out. Now, allegedly, according to the girl, because she's popular on TikTok, as soon as him and his family rolled out, that lady packed up shop. She gave 3 plates away from the 800 that she's supposed to use for feed people for free. She kept my man $1,000 who was supposed to do the haircuts. She kept her $1,000 who was supposed to do the braids and ran off with the bag. That's not even allegedly, because next day she came on TikTok, her and her son, and they put their side of the story out, and they were sounding crazy. And Keith Lee had to do a rebuttal, and like, y'all lying, y'all should have passed the bag. Now, me personally, I don't believe in going places because some celebrity told me so. But at the end of the day, this man word is bond. This man word get thousands of people to come out. I've seen thousands of people wrapped around the corner because this man word. That $2,000, you should have used that to buy more food. You should have passed on those 2 other bags, and then maybe those people would have kept on helping you grow your business with other ideas.
You got to spend money to make money.
But she ran off with the bag, and now she may or may not go out of business because she's decided to do something crazy-ish. Your thoughts, David?
She's wrong. She's 100% wrong. Instead of giving out their portions instead of giving the kids their portions or whatever, you decide to be selfish with it. Like you never seen money before. You can make way more than $4,000 at the rate you were going, but you decided to be selfish and you decided to be greedy.
And run off with the bag.
Yep. 9 times out of 10, a lot of relationships, a lot of friendships, even family members, they separate because of greed.
Facts.
Greed is the nature of all evil.
To be honest, brother, I mean, that's why I'm trying my best. Even though I know sometimes it's a little weird to reach out to like other grown men. I know y'all my nephews, y'all my family. But like my friend circle or whatever, it's weird sometimes as a man to ask another man, how you doing? But I'm choosing to do so because you never know. This may be the time when I reach you or text out you and you was thinking about doing something horrifying and that text made you change your mind. So sometimes it's hard to be the person who always checking, but hey, if God called you to be the person who's checking, be that person who's checking. And for that young lady, if my man gave you a bag, do the right thing with the bag, because now you got bad PR from all these posts out here, and y'all all look foolish because y'all making us look bad.
Yes.
Y'all made Dallas look bad. Y'all made the situation look horrifying, and you made yourself look bad. And never to burge yourself. And for whatever you kids do, if someone give you a bag and say, do this with this bag, do that with that daggone bag.
We can never have. It's just like everybody say, Black people can never have nice things.
Yeah, they should never.
We can never have nice things because second we get nice things in our hand, we don't know what to do with it. We act like we never seen it before. We just go crazy, and it's ridiculous. But me, I always think about, okay, if I won this much money, or if somebody gave me this much money, what would I do with it? And it's simple: pay my lease off and live comfortably for the next 15 months. Make sure my daughter taken care of, so her mom don't gotta come out of her pocket for nothing. Even though that's hard to believe for a certain somebody, but it's true. That's what I would do. Okay. Go buy me a new car, pay that sucker off right then and there, so I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Just get out of debt, man, and that's just the mindset I'm at now. Now, if I was younger, like 21 or so, man, my whole apartment be balling from Jordans from all the way to the corner, all the way to this corner right here. But I want to make sure my daughter's taken care of first. And believe it or not, both my daughter's moms, I would put money in their pocket too. Even though my 2-year-old, her mama don't really need it, but I would still put money in her pocket. Like, look, I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for you here.
It's bad. To be honest, man, money right now is just like not really. I would rather have, like, money will help with one thing for me. That's having more time. Now, whenever it's time for me to go meet the Father, I'm going to make sure I have things set in place for the young men who are in my life, where they will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's including you. You'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's all the thing I can do is make sure when I do close my eyes, you guys are okay. Now.
Oh, I hope I close mine before you do. But
that will be trouble. That will be that will make me that'll be a travesty to me because.
Well, how the hell do you think I will feel?
You know what I mean? I got 15 years on you. I'm supposed to go before you.
That doesn't mean anything. Age is nothing but a number. Haven't you ever heard that before?
I got 15 years. I hope I got a long time here. But whenever it's time, I will have things set in place where you guys will be okay. And that's the most important thing to me. You know what I mean? If my wife is still here, if I close my eyes, she will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the most important thing to me. But in closing, and we'll see you guys next week. This is always interesting, so make sure you tune in. Thank you for letting us actually get through our whole hour of conversation today. We appreciate you. See, open communication. We're going to stay away from, to the crazy stuff, and we're going to work on our PC terms. So me and David got work to do. You young.
I will do my best. That's hardly a promise.
I'm old, so I got to learn on the PC terms.
I will try. So, that is hardly a promise.
I'm old. You're a young boy. You're supposed to know all the PC terms. But I'm going to leave you young men with this one. And it's the greatest quote that ever been said from Pastor J. Russ. I don't want to leave a trail of broken women. We will see you all next Monday for Uncle Nephew. Thank you for tuning in. And shout out to my nephew for tuning in as well. Salute!
Peace.